Hi friends, this is Susie, your gaming guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 5923 in Candy Crush Saga. It's a hard level, we can tell by the skull and the purple, where we have 23 moves to clear out 49 jelly. So I've played this a couple of times and I understand a little bit more about it than I did at first. This is a 7x7 grid right here. If I take away the borders and don't pay attention to them, this is 7x7. That equals 49. I'm quite certain that all of my jelly is contained in here. So if I can open this area up, it does give me a UFO. I have to kind of crash through the crystal candies and collect this somehow. And that would give me a UFO, which would send 3 wrapped candies over to here probably, and really be beneficial. But if I open this up, the only thing that I get is ticking time bombs. And I think they're set at 7 and they're a big pain. So I have to try to make progress down here without disturbing this for as long as I can. And then if I do disturb it, I do have portals where it slides down here and I have access to it, but I still don't want to have to deal with that. The good news is there are these ditches here between. I can make this stripe, which is about the only move I have on the board, and it still isn't threatening this. But this is very threatening. This is going to spew out waffles. For every 3 turns that I take that I don't or can't strike it, it will send waffles out at me, and they're not pleasant, and I make progress, and then they kind of take away the progress. Although this is 3 layers thick, and this is a total of up to 5 layers, so actually it's a bit beneficial in the beginning. But eventually I want to take care of that by striking it at least 3 times. I could move this stripe over so it could hit it, but it would also be in a position to open this, and it's just not something I'm willing to do right now. I think I'm going to do this instead. And wrapped candies down here are great because they can explode this area without reaching up too high. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. Now eventually I will do things that are going to kind of create problems for me there. But stripes in and of themselves aren't totally magical. So I'm going to wait a little bit. I do have a color bomb here, which is nice, but instead of making a stripe that has the potential of hitting this and getting below, I am going to actually make a cascade that hits this directly, removes one of those screws, and gives me an opportunity to do more things. I'm not ignoring this, I'm just not focused on it. Again, I could make a stripe, but I think I'm going to do this and just kind of keep hitting here. And keep hitting here. Look at this. Now I just have to remove 1 rivet and then that is gone. Yeah, probably eventually I'm going to have to hit that, huh? Alright, let's see. What can I do? What should I do? I could take out all green and that would hit here and open things up. And I only have ticking time bombs set at 7, so now's not a bad time to do that. I can't get this set up with a special. So let's just take out a color and that might concentrate the rest of the colors down. Oh, somehow that did not hit. I didn't see what happened, but that amazes me. That's intact. That's a little freaky. You know, I wish I had paid better attention. We can always see it on replay though, right? Unfortunately, I did not fulfill the mission of getting everything else done here. And that's one of the problems with being cautious and not opening this up, is that sometimes then you don't get the opportunity to make as much damage around here as you would like. I could try to go for a color bomb here, or I could just use this. If I use this, I open up some really thick things here and start getting things going. Now the ticking time bombs don't matter at all because they're set at 7. I don't even have 7 moves left. If this were to hit this directly, I would probably definitely go for this. But what's going to happen is it's going to hit this and it's going to hit the crystal. It's not going to get access to the UFO, and it's never going to come to like right here. It's going to drop down because there's nothing populating this conveyor belt, so it's always going to be trapped in the crystal until we can get through the crystal. So I think I will take the opportunity. I'm hoping a blue doesn't show up here and I can make a color bomb. So now, can I set the color bomb with another special? I don't see it, but I'm not using this. I'm still doing some crazy things. I'm going to set off a color bomb which is going to take out the most prevalent color, which is probably going to be green, and blow this up and then blow this up as well. But let's just see what happens. It was not green. Okay. But I still can't get this matched with anything. It still is kind of moot at this point that, you know, I've got that color bomb. Oh, yay. Well, color bombs do beget color bombs and other specials, but I wasn't able to get it together with anything sufficient to merit wonderful things happening on this board. So I take out all purple now, and still at the end I'm left with 14 jelly. That is kind of the curse, the duality of this level, where if I do a lot of things to disrupt this area, I invite ticking time bombs to come down, and those are a threat. But if I if I do bring those down, then I'm kind of stymied and can't really concentrate on these because I'm always taking out the ticking time bombs. So it's a bit tricky. I'm going to pause the recording, come back with a new board. I will try maybe more to get to this UFO now, and especially to make some combos that can really open up this board. My favorite on this board, I think, would be a color bomb wrapped candy combo, because it can get through a lot of layers and it'll sink down into these really difficult corners, and it won't even touch this area. So be right back with a new board and we'll see what we can do. I don't like any of my moves. And by any of my moves, I mean this, which I think is my only move. All right, but this is a little bit better. I can't move this over to here. I could do this way, and I think I will, trying to set up that green to break through here. Now, making moves against this frosting doesn't mean much, because of course it's going to just get covered over in waffles in a second, but we do have to try to make progress through here. It's one of those sad things where it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. All right, let's see. We're getting through here. And now we're off to this area. Oh, please, please, please. There we go. This is the kind of thing I want to have happen. I would actually love to make another color bomb, just because it would take out more blue and maybe leave more green behind. I don't have a lot of green on the board, but this is going to cover something over in waffle. And if it's not this, it'll be this. I'm pretty sure. So I better take that now and beat this up, right? Okay, and I'm going to beat this up again and make a stripe. There we go. Look at that. And somehow I've left all of this intact. Oh, look at this. Gonna do this again. Now I know I'm not hitting this, but I did make an attempt where I thought I'm going to focus on getting this. And it was fairly easy when I focused on it, and I was able to get the UFO, and I still ended up needing a huge amount of stuff done. So it wasn't a significant improvement for me overall on the board. Let's see. How can I get this set up with something new and wonderful and exciting? I don't see it happening, unfortunately. I could make lots of stripes, though. I think I should just take out a color. I think I should take out all purple on the board and drop everything low. Ooh, wrapped is really good, and it's actually even going to get all the way over to here, just not in a sufficient amount of progress to get that cleared. This is so rough. You know what? With this being totally covered still, I mean, I'm down to, needing 11 jelly, but still, some of the 11 I need are effectively at least, let's see, 5, 6, I think 8 layers thick still. This is really going to take a lot of luck. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause the record. I've done my experimenting. I've told you what the strategies are. Now I'm going to do my just all out, keep trying to get as much luck as possible. Keep looking for those combos, especially color bomb wrapped candy combos, and wait for that luck to show up. And I'm not going to do it with recording my voice every single time. So I'm going to pause the recording, come back without voice, and eventually I should get the win here. Be back, hopefully with the win very soon. Okay, so here we go. Took a little bit, but we've got it because I've got this opportunity. I could also, if I could match a blue, take it with the stripe, but this is all we need to get this done. Thankfully, done with this. The very next level that I tried right after I turned off the mic, I almost beat it. And there were quite a few times when I almost beat it. But that happens when you play it 42 times. So if you want to get off of this more quickly, you might consider using boosters, but it can be done without. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.